Hi everybody. This is the third installment of February's anime hair color challenge. This video today is for the hair color red. And as you can see, our first choice for the female character is going to be Shirayuki from, good lord, Snow White with the red hair. I can't think of what it's called Anywho, so Shirayuki is this great, strong-willed character in the series who basically surprised me multiple times, and I fell in love with her as the heroine. She just does such a great job at surprising everybody, the characters in the show, me. I was watching it with one of my very good friends, and we just love her. We love the other characters too. They make them very well represented, and we as fans adore them. Anyway, if you haven't checked out Snow White with the red hair, you should totally do that. So anyway, a little bit about this picture. The card I chose for her is the Priestess. So in the show, she's made out to be very pure-hearted, even though her and the prince technically do like each other. They still are very, I guess you could say, pure. They don't hold hands or kiss or anything until near the end of the series. Spoilers! Spoiler alert. Anywho, she's just very pure, but she's also very strong-willed, so I think choosing her as the Priestess card worked out super well. I feel like the scenery fit her as well, the outfit fit her. She, in the series, wears very modest clothing, so the Priestess clothing really worked out for her too. Some outside inspiration for the image. Mostly just the Rider-Waite deck cards. So you have the pillars in the background. She's wearing blue. Then you also have the crescent moon and the scroll. I didn't write Torah on there. I'm trying to keep text out of the images, really, because I don't, there's already enough symbolism for me, honestly. I don't really need that written in there. Inside inspiration, obviously, she has kind of a inside inspiration from the animation. She has a very strong pose, so she's actually kneeling, because she's very heroic. I don't know if you got that from the introduction, but she's just a very good heroine. She's very strong-willed. So her posing is kind of indicative of her role that she plays in the series. And that's about it for inspiration so much. I tried to keep her as true to form as possible. I think I strayed a little bit. She isn't as cute, I think, as she looked in the series. She looks more, she looks older, I guess, and not as cute as she looked in the series, but oh well. I tried my best, but I feel like I still kind of portrayed her personality in a good light. I do think that the colors in this image turned out very good. I don't know if they were exactly what I wanted, but I managed to pull it off somehow, and I was pretty happy with the final image. But overall, I'm gonna give it a good grade. I liked it. I love her as a character, and I think that this image puts her in a pretty good light. And here's the final image. So for the next image, this is going to be the male choice, which is Mikoto Suoh from the anime K, the letter K, which is a beautiful anime. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, there is a full-fledged one-season anime and then a movie. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I own it. I just haven't watched it. Mikoto is one of the kings from the anime, and he is presented as very stoic. He doesn't talk very much, and when he does talk, it's pretty meaningful. He kind of reminds me of Dante from Devil May Cry. So when he does talk, or when he does talk with other characters, he's either being protective or he's giving some smart remark. I didn't absolutely fall in love, if just fall in love with him until like the end of the series when I won't give any spoilers, but he does something really stupid, but kind of like great at the same time, and I ended up crying at the end of the series because of it. It was just so amazing, and he just really struck me as a character, even though he didn't have very much of a personality really throughout the series. I'm guessing that there's a manga or a, visual novel form out there somewhere of him that explains his personality a little better, but I thought he was very one-sided and arrogant at the beginning, and then at the end, my image kind of turned around of him. He wasn't honestly my first choice for the red-haired anime male, but I don't know, he kind of won me out at the end of that series, so I just had to do it. There wasn't a lot of outside or inside inspiration for this piece. I was merely just trying to get him as close as possible, and I failed at that miserably, honestly. Let's just talk about it. Pros of the image, I really like the composition, the sitting position he's in. It's great. I thought it was going to be so good, and I was looking at a lot of reference material for his costume, and I just didn't hit the mark. I absolutely hate it. His hair is too big. His shoulders are too small. His arms are too short. And his robes didn't turn out anywhere near what I wanted them to. They're very faded out. They lack any kind of defining characteristics, and I really just, I hate it. I hate it so much. I like the staff, though. The staff looks great. But I hate everything else. I'm really disappointed with this piece, and I knew there was going to be one of them, and I'm glad it was on him, because I didn't really have a great opinion of him anyway to start out with, so it's okay that he's the one that I failed miserably on, I guess. I don't want to I don't want to talk horrible, bad things the whole time about this image, but I kind of chose him as the Hierophant just because of some of the things in the image. He's very kingly, so I wanted to kind of portray that, but in like a dimmer light, I guess. So I really didn't have much motivation to do this card, and you can tell the image didn't turn out the way I wanted to, and it's because of my own inability to feel any attachment to this character card at the time I was drawing. I also am not showing any images, in any of the images, I'm not showing the bottom of the card because I spelled it wrong in ink. I worked so hard to spell it correctly with the E and I, and then I forgot the second H, and so it's Hero Pant. But that's okay. And this is the final image. I hope you enjoy it because I don't. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.